Hi, everybody. I'm so glad that you chose to tune in this morning with us. So, the object lesson that I brought with us this morning is you. So, the very special thing that we're going to look at today is ourselves. So, let me get situated here one second. All right. So I want you to stretch your arm way out in front of you. All right. And I want you to look at your hand. Okay. Now I want you to bring it in and close your hand. All right. And then open up your fingers and look at them. Now I want you to look at your fingers and bend your fingers. Now I want you to make a fist and open them up and close it. Now look at your knuckles. Do you see your knuckles? They have a lot of extra skin on them, right? Do you know why our knuckles have all that extra skin on them? I can tell you why our knuckles bend and how they work, but we're not going to get into all that today because that would be a crazy science lesson. If you want to know how our joints move and how our knuckles bend and how all of that works, have your mom and dad call me later this week and we'll have a great science lesson. But this morning, what we want to talk about is how well our bodies are put together and how fabulous they are, right? So all that extra skin on our knuckles is there for a purpose. Do you know who put it there and why it's there? God did it, and God made it in just a special way, right? Now, I want you to turn your hand over and look at the other side, right? On the ends of our fingers, it's nice and soft and squishy, right? On our fingertips, do you feel that? It's nice and soft. But then if you feel down further on our fingers, it's hard, right? You have a hard bone in there. But if you feel the palm of your hand, it's hard and rough. Feels different than our bone in our finger or the soft pad on the tip. So if we go to pick something up, our finger doesn't hurt, right? But if we go to reach out and fall, what's the part that hits first? This part, the rough part, right? So who made our hands in such a special way that our fingertips don't get hurt when we pick something up? Or our palms don't get hurt? Well, they hurt a little bit, but they don't get hurt too bad when we fall, right? That special rough skin there. Who made them that way? Could you do that? Could I do that? No, God did that. He made them in such a perfect way that they're designed to protect us, right? Now, I want you to sit very, very still, very quiet. I want you to reach your hand out again. I want you to take it and put it across your chest. I want you to just listen for just a minute. Take a deep breath. What did you feel? What did you hear? Did you hear your heart beating? Do you feel it? Were you able to make your heart beat? Can you do that? Did you make your very own heartbeat all by itself? Did God do that? God makes our heartbeat. There's nothing we can do to make our hearts beat. Now, I want you guys to try something. I want you to sit very, very still, and I want you to concentrate. I want you to think really, really hard. I want you to try and make your heart stop beating. Can you do that? Can you try really, really hard? Can you get it to stop? Try really hard. Did anybody get it to stop? No, there's nothing we can do to make our hearts beat, and there's nothing we can do to make them stop beating. Only God can make our hearts beat, and only God can make our hearts stop beating, right? God made each and every one of us in such a special, fabulous way. We're amazing. Now, I want you to do something. You're not going to be able to see me do it because it's underneath the camera right now. Okay, I want you to wiggle your toes. And I want you to wiggle your feet and wiggle your ankles. Now I want you to wiggle your knees. Now I want you to sit down. Now, who made those? Who made your knees wiggle? And who made your feet wiggle? And who made your toes in such a fabulous way that they can wiggle? God did that, right? God made our feet wiggle, and God made our toes wiggle, and our knees and our legs in the same way that our hands and our fingers can wiggle, right? We have such amazing bodies that can do such amazing things. Now, I want you to look right at me again. Okay, I want you to sit very, very still. Keep your feet and your toes and your ankles all very still and look right at me. Now I want you to look this way and back at me, and then the other way, and then back at me. Now up at the ceiling. Now down at your toes, look at the floor. Now look back at me. What made us able to move our head? Our necks did, right? Now I want you to feel your neck, right? You have these great muscles on the side, and in the center, you have all these fabulous little bumpy bones. Our necks are full of such amazing things. If our neck wasn't made up of all these little bumpy bones put together, we wouldn't be able to do, whoops, not used to this thing being over here. We wouldn't be able to do all these amazing things with it, right? If it was stiff like our arm, our neck would only be able to do what our arm can do. But our neck can move in so many great, fabulous ways because it has all those little bumpy bones in it. You and I couldn't have designed that. We didn't think that up, right? Who thought up that fabulous design and amazing ways to move our neck around? Did you do it? No, God did. God designed fabulous ways for our neck to move. Now, I think I could keep going, right? We have so many more body parts that I could describe and keep going and keep telling how amazing they are and how fabulous they are. But that would take us all day, right? And I'm sure Mom would be okay with that. But you know what the answer is going to be, right? The same way that our hands are designed and they're amazing, and the same way that our heart is designed and it's amazing, and our feet and our toes and our legs and our neck, how they're designed. Who made them? Not us, not me. I could never have thought of that. God designed it, and He designed us to be amazing. And in the Bible, it says, hold on, I'm going to turn to our next storybook. In the Bible, in Psalm 139:14, it says, I praise you because I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Do you know who wrote that in Psalm? King David wrote the Psalms, right? And he was writing praise songs to God. So he was praising God because of how amazing God made him, right? So this is our memory verse for this week. Now, just because we aren't here at church, I still want you guys to learn memory verses because now more than ever, the Bible and knowing it and having it in our heart is going to help us, right? So we're going to say this, we're going to practice it together. Okay? So it's Psalm 139:14. It says, I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. We're going to say it one more time. I want you guys to try and say it with me. Ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Psalm 139:14. One more time, just so you guys can hear it and practice it together. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Psalm 139:14. Each and every single one of you are one of a kind. You are special and you are unique. Did you know that? Even if you're a twin, and I know some of you are, just because doesn't mean that you're the same as anybody else. You are all unique, you are special, and you are one of a kind, right? So what I want you to do right now is I want you to think, okay? I want you to think of something about you that is special, that is unique to just you, that nobody else is like you, okay? Think of that. Do you have something? Okay, so something about me that is unique. Now, okay, maybe other people have this little thing, but something about me that is unique is I am a grown-up, right? You guys all know that. But I have 4 kids, and all 4 of my kids have bigger feet than I do, right? So something about me that is unique is I have really teeny tiny little feet. So that makes me unique, right? So if you guys want to know what size my feet are, right now I am wearing a size 3 sneaker. So my shoes are really small. None of my kids can borrow my shoes. I like it because I can go to the kids section and I can buy cute and fun shoes. Now, it makes it hard sometimes when I want to buy dress shoes or fancy shoes because they're hard to find in grown-up sizes that fit me. But I love how unique that makes me, that I have really small, cute little feet. So that's something about me that's unique. I want you guys to think of something about you that's special and unique that nobody else has. Can you do that? Can you think of something about you that's unique? Okay, so we've been learning about different dinosaurs, right? And you remember that we've talked about the iguanodon last week. We've talked about the T-Rex, right? We've talked about the Brachiosaurus and the Utah raptor. Well, this week we are going to talk about the Kentrosaurus. And this is a picture of the Kentrosaurus right here. The Kentrosaurus is a kind of stegosaurus. So if you know what a stegosaurus looks like, the Kentrosaurus is a kind of like that. They're in the same family. So they kind of look similar, but not exactly the same. Okay, so being a stegosaurus, they had a very small head and a tiny brain no bigger than a walnut. But what it lacked in smarts, the Kentrosaurus made up for with a double row of spikes down its back, from its midsection to its tail. This dinosaur would use its plated tail to ward off meat-eating dinosaurs. Those rows of long, sharp spikes were frightening enough to scare off its enemies. So, even though the Kentrosaurus didn't have the brains to figure out how to escape its enemies, it had a built-in weapon on its back to defend itself. That made this dinosaur very unique and special. It had just what it needed to survive. God made you very special too. Even if you don't think that you're the smartest or the fastest or the tallest in your family, you have qualities that make you extra special. God made each of us for a special purpose. And each of us has just what we need, not only to survive, but to thrive. Do you guys know what thrive means? Thrive means not only just to get by at mediocre. Thrive means to do the very best that we possibly can, right? So not only to survive and get by, but to thrive, to do our very best. So don't worry if you don't think you're the smartest or the fastest, the tallest or the strongest. You are one of a kind, and you are a masterpiece. You're exactly who God created you to be. In fact, the Bible says that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. God took great care when making you, and you can be sure that God doesn't make mistakes. You are special. Okay, now, I know when we're in class, what happens now is we normally take out our journals and we have a writing activity or a drawing activity, depending on how old you are, right? So we're still going to do that, but we're going to do it a little bit differently, right? Because we're not together. We're not going to be together for probably a little while, but that's okay. We're going to make this work and we're going to have fun with it still. So not yet, because I want you to hear what I have to say, okay? But when I'm done talking, when we turn off the camera, when we turn off the device, or however you guys are watching me, when we turn this off, what I want you to do is I want you to get up. I want you to get a piece of paper, pencils, crayons, colored pencils, whatever you guys have at your home, okay? And if you need any of those things, you just have mom or dad call me or message me and we'll make sure we get them to you, okay? But when we get up, I want you to go get some paper, some pencils, some crayons, whatever. And what I want you to do is I want you to think of 5 things, okay? Remember the one thing that you thought of already, but I want you to think of 5 things now that make you special. 5 things that you like about yourself. Okay? So after you think of those 5 things that you like about yourself, you're going to write them down, or you're going to draw a picture of them. And then you're going to put that drawing or that writing, whatever it is that you do, and you're going to put it someplace special where you know where it is, okay? It could be on top of your dresser, it can be on top of your bed, it can be on your mirror so you see it when you're getting ready in the morning. When you're having a bad day, you're going to go to that picture, that drawing, and you're going to pull it out and you're going to say, I like my hair. I like my teeth. You know, I got nice teeth, right? I like my feet. Whatever 5 things you choose, whatever 5 things you like about yourself, okay? I don't know what they are. But whatever those 5 things are, you're going to pull it out and you're going to look at that, and it's going to remind you that you are special, that you are unique, that God loves you just the way that you are. He made you in the perfect way for you, okay? Now, not yet, okay? We're not done just yet. Don't get up and leave me, okay? So sit tight for just 1 more minute, okay? So if you have something that you want me to pray for you this week, okay? So normally at this point we take prayer requests, we write them down, we pray for each other in class, right? Now that's a little bit hard right now, but if you have something that you want me to pray for you, have mom or dad send me a message, or you can send me a message if it's okay with them, all right? Have mom or dad send me a message, and Pastor Dan and I will pray for you this week, okay? And also along with that, if anybody in your family gets sick, if you guys need anything, if you're struggling, if something happens and mom and dad lose their job, make sure you let us know, okay? If you guys are in need, let us know so we can help you, okay? Keep in contact with us. Let us know what's going on with your family, okay? Not just yet. Don't get up just yet. We're not quite finished, okay? If you learn that memory verse, remember what we said? Okay? Psalm 139:14. I praise you because I'm fearfully and wonderfully made, right? If you learn that memory verse, have mom or dad record you saying it and have them either message it to me privately or have them post it on our private Niagara Alliance Church Facebook page. Okay, if they post it on the private page, then it won't be public. Everybody won't be able to see it. That way you'll still be protected with that. So have mom and dad post it on our private Facebook page. That way I'll be able to see it and the people in church will be able to see you saying your memory verse. And then at the end, whenever we finally all get to come back together, whenever that is, hopefully not real long, but when we get to come back together, I'll keep a record of you guys, and we'll have a party and we'll have some prizes. So send me your memory verses, learn those verses, keep them in your heart. So that will help you get through some of these times when we're separated, okay? And one last thing, don't get up just yet. Don't forget to tune in during the week, okay? On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm going to be posting some videos. I'm going to be sitting down and I'm going to read you guys some stories. Just because I know you guys are stuck at home during the week. I know you're not going to school. We're not supposed to be going out and being around people right now. We're trying to stay healthy. We're trying to avoid this virus. So I'm going to be sitting down. I'm just going to open up some storybooks that I have at home, and I'm going to read to you guys. So tune in on Tuesdays and Thursdays and hear some stories. Okay? They will be available on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but you can access them anytime during the week. All right? Now, it is time for us to go. Go get your papers, your supplies, and write down those 5 special things that you like about you. Not what you like about your sister, not what your mom likes about you, but what you like about yourself. Okay? Go write those things down, go draw pictures of them, however you like to do that, and then go put it in a special place where you can find it whenever you're having a hard day. Okay? Thank you guys. Goodbye, and I will see you very soon. Okay? Goodbye.